few questions for you. Shall we go ahead for it with it? So you're a winner tonight. Congratulations on that. So what does this recognition mean to you and your organization?
So essentially, when I started PR, I never really thought I would do something like this because I'm a little bit of a shy person. But getting recognized by BW really means a lot. It actually showcases that, if you put your mind to something, you can actually achieve something bigger. So it feels good.
So, with cancel culture and social media backlash at an all-time high, how crucial have PR and Corpcom become for brands and influencers alike? And how can corporations navigate crisis when viral narratives often overshadow facts?
Got it. So the thing with cancel culture or social media becoming so big, right? The point is that you need to ensure that you're always 2 steps ahead of the curve, and that's what you've always been taught as PR professionals, right? It's crisis mitigation, and also somewhere down the line looking at what can possibly go wrong and keeping that in mind, and then building a strong narrative or messaging, and then ensuring that from all sides you're protecting yourself and your client, regardless of what it might be, whether it be a phone launch, whether it be a new brand that is coming to the picture, whether it's something as basic as employer branding. You need to ensure that you're looking at it from a top down view and from a down top view to ensure that all sides are covered.
How do you see the role of PR evolving in a world where AI can draft press releases, social media posts, and crisis responses in seconds?
So I recently did a post on this as well, on how AI is kind of becoming an enablement tool and not a replacement. The entire point of PR says public relations, and your core of that is people management. To manage people, you need to have a very high emotional quotient, which I do not think AI can ever have. It is something that can help you enhance what you're trying to say or what you're trying to do, or the message that you're trying to get across. But the manner in which you want to connect to your audience or to your consumer will vary, right? So the way you and I are having a conversation will be very different from what another person does. But if an AI tool, if I was just, say, an Alexa, would I be able to smile at you when you asked me that very interesting question, and would you be able to smile back at me looking at my reaction, right? That wouldn't be possible. So AI will always continue to remain an enablement or an amplification tool, but it will not serve the purpose at the end of the day of connecting with your consumer or connecting with your audience. So it can be there, it will coexist, but I don't think it will ever replace us per se.
One last question to you. Yeah. With Gen Z entering the workforce, how should Corpcom strategies evolve to match the expectations of transparency and inclusivity?
I think it doesn't really matter whether it's Gen Z, millennials, or anybody else. Something that should be your core, no matter what you do, should be transparency, honesty, and the biggest thing would be responsiveness. Something that a lot of people have been noticing right now is the fact that elements of responsibility or responsiveness they see dipping down, because they term it as short-term attention span. But I feel that if you encourage your own workforce in a way and in a manner that shows them that confidence and appreciation, I don't think the generation really matters, as long as they know that what they're doing is worthwhile and what they're doing is having a true impact.